Hare. Jai Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari. Gopi Janavallabha Girivaradhari. Gopi Janavallabha Girivaradhari. Yashodanandana Vraja Janaranjana. Yashodanandana Vraja Janaranjana. Yashodanandana Vraja Janaranjana. Yashodanandana Vraja Janaranjana. Yamuna Tira Vanachari. Yamuna Tira Vanachari. Jai Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari. Gopi Janavallabha Girivaradhari. Yashodanandana Vraja Janaranjana. Yashodanandana Vraja Janaranjana. Yashodanandana Vraja Janaranjana. Yashodanandana Vraja Janaranjana. Yamuna Tira Vanachari. Yamuna Tira Vanachari. Jai Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari. Jaya Prabhupada 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 Jai Prabhupada. Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Jaya Prabhupada. Shri Radha Madhav ki, Śrīla Prabhupāda ki. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. So we are reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 10, Chapter 71. The Lord travels to Indraprastha. So we are doing from verse 31 till 36. And I'll read the verses from 31 to 35 and then we'll recite verse number 36 together. So verse number 31 and 32. Samsikta vartma karina madganda toyas chitra dhvajay kanaka torana purna kumbhay mrastatma bhir navadukula vibhushna sarak gandir nribhir yuvatevis cha virajamanam Udipta deepa balibhi prati satma jala niryata dhupa ruchiram vilasat patakam murdhanya hema kalasay rajaturu shringair joshtam dadarsha bhavanay kuru raja dhama. Translation. The roads of Indraprastha were sprinkled with water perfumed by the liquid from elephants' foreheads, and colorful flags, golden gateways, and full water pots enhanced the city's splendor. Men and young girls were beautifully arrayed in fine new garments, adorned with flower garlands and ornaments, and anointed with aromatic sandalwood paste. Every home displayed glowing lamps and respectful offerings, and from the holes of the latticed windows drifted incense, further beautifying the city. Banners waved and the roofs were decorated with golden domes on broad silver bases. Thus, Lord Kṛṣṇa saw the royal city of the king of the Kurus. Verse 33. Praptam. There is purport. Sorry. There is purport by the followers of His grace. His divine grace is Bhaktivedanta Swami Śrīla Prabhupāda. Purport. Śrīla Prabhupāda adds in this connection, Lord Kṛṣṇa thus entered the city of the Pandavas, enjoyed a beautiful atmosphere, and slowly proceeded ahead. Verse 33. Praptam nishamaya nara lochana panapatram autuksukya vishalatita kesha dukula bandha sadyo vrisajya graha karma patim shat alpe drashtum yayur yuvatah smanarendra marge. Translation. When the young women of the city heard that Lord Kṛṣṇa, the reservoir of pleasure for human eyes, had arrived, they hurriedly went onto the royal road to see him. They abandoned their household duties and even left their husbands in bed, and in their eagerness the knots of their hair and garments came loose. Verse 34. Tasmin su sankula ibhasvaratha dvepadibhi Krishnam saparyāṁ upalabhya grahadhirudaha naryo vikirya kushumer manaso upaghuya suswagatam vidadhur utsamaya vikshitena. Translation. The royal road being quite crowded with elephants, horses, chariots, and foot soldiers, the women climbed to the top of their houses, where they caught sight of Lord Kṛṣṇa and his queens. The city ladies scattered flowers upon the Lord, embraced him in their minds, and expressed their heartfelt welcome with broadly smiling glances. Purport. Śrīla Sridhar Swami comments that the ladies communicated through their affectionate glances their eager inquiries as to the comfort of Lord Kṛṣṇa's trip, and so on. In other words, in their ecstasy, they intensely desired to serve the Lord. Verse 35. Uchu striha pati nirikshaya mukunda patnes tarayathotupa saha kemakarya amubhihi yachakshuram purusha maulerudara hasa lilavaloka kalayutsavam atanoti. Translation. Observing Lord Mukunda's wives passing on the road like stars accompanying the moon, the woman exclaimed, "What have these ladies done so that the best of man bestows upon their eyes the joy of his generous smiles and playful sidelong glances?" Verse number 36. So we all can repeat after me. tatra upasaṅgamya paurā maṅgala-pāṇayaḥ cakruḥ saparyāṁ kṛṣṇāya śreṇī-mukhyā hatainasaḥ tatra upasaṅgamya paurā maṅgala-pāṇayaḥ cakruḥ saparyāṁ kṛṣṇāya śreṇī-mukhyā hatainasaḥ tatra upasaṅgamya paurā maṅgala-pāṇayaḥ cakruḥ saparyāṁ kṛṣṇāya śreṇī-mukhyā hatainasaḥ
tatropasaṅgamya paurā maṅgala-pāṇayaḥ cakruḥ saparyāṁ kṛṣṇāya śreṇī-mukhyā hatainasaḥ
cakruḥ saparyāṁ kṛṣṇāya Matajis tatra upasaṅgamya paurā maṅgala-pāṇayaḥ Word to word meaning tatra in various places, upasaṅgamya approaching, paurāḥ citizens of the city, maṅgala auspicious offerings, pāṇayaḥ in their hands, cakruḥ performed, saparyāṁ worship, kṛṣṇāya for Lord Krishna, śreṇī of occupational guilds, mukhyāya the leaders, hata eradicated, enasaḥ whose sins. In various places, citizens of the city came forward holding auspicious offerings for Lord Krishna, and sinless leaders of occupational guilds came forward to worship the Lord. Purport. Śrīla Prabhupāda writes, while Lord Krishna was thus passing on the road, at intervals some of the opulent citizens who were all rich, respectable, and freed from sinful activities presented auspicious articles to the Lord, just to offer him a reception to the city. Thus they worshipped him as humble servitors. Om Ajnana-timirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Tadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shveyuta Padakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamsha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathan Vitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadhutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padam Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakhanvitamsha Nama Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Shrimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Pashyata Desha Tarine He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dina Bandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Vancha Kalpa Tarubhyascha Kripa Sindhu Bhaya Evacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shri Vasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna. So we're reading the arrival of Lord Krishna in Indraprastha, the place where the Pandavas were residing, the place which was given by somehow, I think so this is an abandoned place which was given by Duryodhan. It was undeveloped and they developed it very beautifully. So, whatever place it might be, but when there is a famous person arriving, it creates a different vibration. Imagine our PM is arriving in Vrindavan. First of all, there will be blockage everywhere. So we cannot move anywhere. But the anticipation, the excitement to know, to look at him, how is he, how is he behaving, it's very exciting. And in this excitement, people leave their task. They just leave that, oh, just have a look at this person. So here we see in verse number 33, the woman in Indraprastha, when they came to know that Krishna is arriving, they left their household duties. They even left their husband unattended. They're performing some service and they left, oh, Krishna is coming. Why? Because Krishna is all famous. We all know the 6 opulences, and one of the opulences is he is all famous. So, Śrīla Prabhupāda says that in Nectar of Devotion, that who is a famous person? Only one who has unlimited good qualities. He is famous. The one who has unlimited good qualities, he can be called famous. So nowadays in this material world, we see famous personalities. They do rubbish and they are famous. They do rubbish and they are famous. But no, one who possesses unlimited good qualities, he is a famous person. And there is no one better than Krishna, because his Shuddha Sattva, his Param, is supremely pure, absolutely pure. And there are no negative qualities. And whatever negative qualities he has, that is also nice. That is also nice. So stealing is bad. If I steal this kartalu, I will be blamed, I will be chastised. But if Krishna steals, oh, he is glorified. If he runs away from the battlefield, he's a Kshatriya, he is glorified, Ranchhod. People in Dholpur, they said, oh, Jai Jai Ranchhod. They glorify Krishna because he is supremely pure and he does not for his own benefit, he does to please his devotees. So when Krishna goes to steal at anyone's place in one of the house of the gopis, he doesn't do to steal just to give them pleasure, because they're making that butter to please Krishna. So sometimes they, out of ecstasy, they chastise Krishna, they complain about Krishna, and Krishna targets such houses. He goes there and he doesn't get what he wants, he pinches the small baby, he gets up. Yeah? Small baby, when he gets up, it's a big thing, because it's such a task to make them go to sleep so that we can do our duties. Then he will open the small calf and he will drink all the milk. If he is more, somebody is complaining about him more, he will pass stool and urine and run away. So this is Krishna. And he is glorified for this, because his supreme personality of Godhead. And when such personality arrives, it's attractive. When Śrīla Prabhupāda arrived, the whole airport was filled with Hare Krishna mantra. Like, who is this arriving, this personality? And they were all excited. curious, and everything stopped. Everything stopped. They were just waiting. Who is this person? So much anticipation, because he's a messenger of Krishna. So he's also all famous. So only such personalities should be given attention. And we have so much description about such personalities. Why we have to read about celebrities? Who is getting what? Who is getting what? Like, we don't have to worry about that. But if we don't realize that Krishna, if we don't hear about Krishna, we will get attracted to those things. I was reading somewhere that the impersonalism has created voids in people's life. And these voids, they are filling it with cinemas and vulgar things. Why? Because they need something. But we have so many things. We have name of God, we have his parents' name, we have his address, we have his features, we have everything. Just give time and hear about him. And that will pacify us. Next, it's mentioned that the city ladies scattered flowers upon the Lord, embraced him in their minds, and expressed their heartfelt welcome with broadly smiling glances. So they wanted to embrace the Lord, but not possible. He's surrounded by his queens and such a big entourage. So it was difficult. So within their minds, they embraced Krishna, and they felt peaceful. When Krishna arrived in Dwarka, the queens, they sent their children, go and embrace the Krishna. And they felt that they are embracing. This is how they felt, experienced. So within the mind, it's interesting that you can perform some service. And when you perform service, Krishna reciprocates by giving you satisfaction. So even Narad Muni, once he went to Dwarka and he wanted to fall at the lotus feet of the Lord. But like such a great sage, and falling at a king's feet might create unwanted gossips. So to avoid that, Narad Muni did that within his mind. He offered obeisances within his mind, and with that he left. So, even Vasudeva, when Krishna was born, he wanted to have a great festival, but he was in prison. So what he did? He offered everything within his mind. So the mind is a very important thing. If you don't engage the mind properly, then the result will be dangerous. But all the devotees, they are always engaging the mind for Krishna's pleasure. Not only activities, but also their mind. Because yoga means to connect with Krishna. So we might be doing some activities, but our connection is with our sense gratification, to take revenge, or to do so many things which is not for pleasure, for Krishna. Then it cannot be called yoga. The connection is missing. For example, the class is over. We tell this boy, Prabhu, wait, clean the whole hall. Wait. Prabhu, prasadam, 9 o'clock, prasadam. Prabhu, prasadam can wait, service. And he gets so upset. But he takes the broom and he brooms. This Prabhu, this Dharmatma Prabhu, always engages me in service. Huh? He doesn't find anyone else. This person is lazy, he is nonsense. Huh? But he always engages me. So he's doing something, but within the mind, he's not pleasing Krishna. He's trying to just complain. So it cannot be devotional service. Because the connection is missing. Yoga is not there. Then, some devotee, when he's given the service, he does that gladly. Prasadam, something will be there, paneer won't be there. Dal chawal will be there. Huh? It will be there, no problem. So he brooms and he sees the corners also. Oh, some dust is there. Oh, some webs are there. He'll do with more consciousness. And such a person attracts mercy. Because he performs devotional service. Not only service, mechanical, it's filled with devotion, appreciation, not complaint. So, this is very important, the mind. Śrīla Prabhupāda says that if one performs the service within the mind, such activities are also good. Because, and this activity is called Advaya Jnana, like this is non-dual. If you do within your mind also, it's counted. And we have a famous story in Nectar of Devotion. This Brahmana was not well-to-do. He couldn't offer like brass utensils or silver utensils. He didn't have so much money. And he accepted that situation. Might be my bad karma from last life. He accepted. He never complained. And he was always peaceful, and he offered his hearing to hear Krishna Katha. And there he learned that you can offer Krishna within your mind also, service. And then he was planning, oh, I will have this much beautiful altar, oh, Thakurji will be there, beautiful garlands, all types of flowers. And then he was offering sweet rice. But sweet rice is nice when it's cold. If anybody has got sweet rice with cold with malai, oh, that's nectar, right? That's nectar. But to check that, how much, what's the temperature, he put his finger. And it got burnt. His meditation broke. And Krishna was smiling from the top because he was observing these services. So yes, Krishna observes what we are doing within our mind also. When I pretend, Hare Krishna Prabhuji, within the mind, nonsense Prabhu. Nonsense Prabhu. So Vaishnavas, they are not duplicit. But it's not when you just tell on the face you nonsense. If you have authority, you can correct the person. But if you don't have authority, tell the person who has the authority. You cannot do it independently, otherwise you will commit offense and then it will affect your sadhana. And if it affects your sadhana, it will ultimately affect your services. And then purification stops. Purification stops. Or it gets freezed. So that's why we have to offer our mind also, and that's very much important. So these gopis, they wanted to express, but they were restricted. They were restricted. And sometimes devotees want to express themselves, but they cannot. Sometimes when they have darshan, tears come in their eyes, but you have to hold on. You can continue with sajiya, oh, Krishna Prem, Krishna Prem. No. Sometimes you have to hold that because you cannot exhibit your emotions, your dealings with Krishna. You have to be very focused. Just like once one devotee was offering chamar to Śrīla Prabhupāda. He was so happy, I has got this service, was feeling ecstasy, but his attention was losing, his focus was losing. So he left his ecstasy on the side, okay, let me focus. Let me focus on the service. Even Devaki, when Krishna was born, and he was in four-handed form. Hey Baba, why you are telling the whole world that you are Vishnu? Kamsa will come and he will kill you. She was so afraid of Kamsa that she believed that Krishna can be killed. Vishnu can be killed. And she requested, please take your two-hand form, baby form, and disappear from here. Don't stay here. So out of so much affection, sometimes devotee says, please go from here. But if he goes, then Kamsa will torture more. He will harass more to Devaki. No problem, I will remember you. I will remember you. No problem. And that is good enough for me. So, Vapu Seva and Vani Seva. And Prabhupada says Vani is the greatest, is the best. Yeah? Within your mind, you are always. And recently I read in Bhagavatam, which was a heavy statement. Malayadhwaj, the king, he was doing austerity with his wife. And he left the body. He left the body. And the wife did all the ritual of burning the body. She arranged firewood, she arranged everything, kept the body and burned it. And then she herself went inside. What to do without that? Śrīla Prabhupāda compares Malayadhwaj, the king, the husband, with spiritual master. And the wife with the disciple. And Śrīla Prabhupāda says, the disciple, if is not following the instruction of the spiritual master, he must die. He must die. What's the point of living if you're not following the instruction of spiritual master? And that was heavy. That was heavy. There's no point of living. But that is the standard. When you take initiation, you dedicate yourself. Not to just increase 2 rounds to 3 rounds. Not for this thread. 2 paisa thread, right? Just to dedicate yourself. Everything to the spiritual master. But if you want a smiling spiritual master, no instructive spiritual master, smiling spiritual master, oh, spiritual master is smiling on me. But no, he is giving instruction also, which are heavy and which are very important. So, it's important that we understand the relationship of the instructions in our life. And within the mind, if you are always conscious of serving, then it's anukulya. Anukulasya sankalpa pratikulasya varjanam. The mind is never satisfied. He always finds something which is not satisfying. That is the issue with the mind. Oh, this is not good. Oh, so much cold, not good. So much hot, not good. Everything is not good. So the austerity of the mind is to make it satisfied. So how to do that? Whatever is favorable, you think about that. What is unfavorable, you reject immediately. It's like sometimes Like you feel this devotee is nonsense, this and that, everything. But this is offensive. You stop that train process of the mind, because he will imagine, he will create situation, he will create reactions, he will do so many things within the mind. But it is all unreal. And then he will behave like that. You will behave like that. And then you will commit offenses. First within the mind and then grossly. So that's why we have to really stop the mind. Okay, unfavorable, stop it. That is very important. Now, Krishna arrived and he was welcomed in a great manner. Because he arrived also in a great manner. With all the queens, with elephants, horses, imagine. Now we have these motor cars. It's boring. Yeah. But elephants, my God. Horses, decorated. So that's something. I was seeing some videos from Kumbh many years back. Some of the sadhus, they were arriving in elephants. And even on camels also. And that creates something. Because it's not easy to maintain an elephant. It eats a lot and it throws a lot. Yeah. So you have to take care. It's a lot of austerity. Now we have only dogs. No elephants. Yeah. So that is something. And King Yudhishthira Maharaj, he made a very nice arrangement. Not only for Krishna, but for the whole entourage. He made it to a point that everybody was taken care of. And it's mentioned that he had arranged that they would experience a new feature of reception every day. And all of them were staying as guests. Something new, something more better. This is what he was taking care of. So not only Krishna, but all the, his followers, his well-wishers, everybody was taken care of. So, King Rishi Maharaj's mood was not to take benefit of Krishna, was to serve Krishna. Not to create fame. Oh, Guru Maharaj is coming in my house. Not in your house, my house. No, not like that. Just to please Krishna. So, once Duryodhan invited Krishna and he said, don't worry, I have the huge palace of Dushasana, you can stay alone, first class offerings and foodstuff, no problem. He was doing that so that Krishna joins him in the Mahabharata field. This was his whole intention. He was bribing Krishna. Krishna said, why should I accept you? You are envious of Pandavas. I cannot go to your house. Sorry. He rejected that. And where he went? He went to Vidura, who was a Shudra. But he was a devotee. And when Vidura came to know and his wife came to know Krishna is arriving, they all got bewildered. What to do? Krishna is arriving. And in ecstasy, okay, what is we have? Okay, bananas. Okay, let us offer bananas. And while they're offering bananas, they are peeling the cover. In ecstasy, they offered peels. Here is paneer and everything, and here Krishna is eating banana, chilka, peels. And Krishna accepted that because there was no dual intention, only one intention, to please Krishna. Even once, Śrīla Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur, he was traveling with his entourage, and one village came where he had few disciples. And one disciple was very rich, very rich. So everybody suggested, Maharaj, we should stay in his house, there's nice facility for you to stay. So he sent one of his disciples to go and ask, can he prepare for that? The disciple traveled further, he hurriedly went there, and he got tired, and he arrived at a place of the rich disciple. And he said, oh, Guru Maharaj is coming, can you arrange everything? Oh, he's coming, no problem, bring him. And that's it. And this tired disciple, he went back again. And he informed Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur, yes, he's ready. But Maharaj asked him, but did he ask you, because you traveled such a long distance, did you offer water? Did he offer something? Do you need anything? No, he didn't do that. I can't go to his place. Now, you ask this disciple, who's a poor? He doesn't have such much facilities. And when this disciple went there, the devotee said, oh, Prabhu, first you come inside, have a seat, relax, take water. He treated him very nicely. And when Maharaj came to know, he said, oh, I will go to his place. Even though the facility is poor, but I am happy because his attitude is service. Not to create fame, not to create a show off. No, it's only one mood, to serve. So when we say serving Krishna, it means serving his devotees also. And this is what Yudhishthira Maharaj did with all the entourage. He really took care of them, every one of them. And now Krishna arrived and Yudhishthira Maharaj, they all devotees, embrace with Krishna. And when Yudhishthira Maharaj embraced Krishna, he forgot everything. It's mentioned that he completely forgot that he was living in the material world. He was filled with ecstasy, full of ecstasy. So this is what we also hear when we read Chaitanya Charitamrita. The followers of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, they were chanting Hare Krishna mantra whole night. Whole night. Night is for what? Sleeping. And these guys all day Sankirtan. In the night also, they're doing Sankirtan. Whole night. Everybody is complaining, hey, these people have gone mad. In the night also they are not allowing us to sleep. Sankirtana, right? And they have dancers. And who are their main dancers in this Sankirtan? 75-year-old Advaita Acharya. He is their main dancer because he dances so brilliantly. And Haridas Thakur, he is their main dancer, very old. And they are the main dancers because when they dance, everybody stops to see them. They dance so nicely, so much in ecstasy. Once Nityananda Prabhu wanted to visit Vrindavan and he went with his mandali and they are all Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. And they were going on the path, and there was a turn for Vrindavan. And they forgot because they were into chanting. And they went 2-3 kilometers ahead. Oh, this is not, I think, so the path for Vrindavan. Let us ask, where is Vrindavan? And they asked someone, oh, it is behind. Go back and make a left turn. And they again went back, Hare Krishna. Wrong direction 5 kilometers. Because full of ecstasy, not boring. Not boring. Because Krishna and his name are non-different. When you chant Hare Krishna, Krishna is present. And he gives you ecstasy. That's why you can chant for hours and hours. We have this, our 24-hour kirtan. In the night they are chanting. Night is like, they're chanting. Why? Because there is some ecstasy. There is some taste. And this ecstasy can make you cross your limitations. Limitation means your mind is limiting you, but it can make you cross that. Initially, now also sometimes, we struggle with the 4 regulatory principles. Yeah, it can come. In subtle way it can come, right? Not in gross way. So, but when you are dancing in Gaura Arati, when you are dancing Guru Puja, do you remember I have to follow 4 regulatory principles? No, you are just worried about dancing. When you do the parikrama, you are just focused on dancing. Nobody remembers the 4 regulatory principles. When you have a feast, nice. Oh man, no fish eating, no meat eating. Do you remember? No. Such a nice feast because it's filled with ecstasy. Why? Because this is devotional service. Devotional service is filled with ecstasy. That's why we left everything. Even though we think about that. But we are not interested in that. Because we are filled with enthusiasm and ecstasy. And real devotional service, when it's in the mood of serving Krishna, this is the symptom. You are enthusiastic. How are you? Well, no, okay. Okay is not okay. Oh, Prabhu, nice. I am doing this service, I am doing that service, we are planning for this, we are in this. Filled with service. So you have more service, you have life. Service means preaching. Every service that we do is preaching. The way we are engaged in service, that is also preaching. We see some senior devotees here. So 40 years, 50 years, serving the movement, still in the same enthusiasm. Same enthusiasm. Why? Because they are getting that. And that's why they can cross their limitation. They are not limited. Now, Lord Mukunda was passing by with his wives, and the ladies, they were saying, they were comparing Krishna with the moon and surrounded by the stars. And queens were compared to the stars. He was looking so brilliant. Like there are so many tiny stars, and the moon is visible, it looks more better. And they were saying, these ladies are so fortunate. So fortunate. Every time they can get darshan of the Lord, he will smile on them. As a husband, you have to smile. As a husband, you have to smile to your wife. Or you can complain to your friend, but to your wife, you need to perform. Act rightly, otherwise you are in trouble. So they are very lucky. They are very lucky. No problem. He has to smile to them. And they are very fortunate. So yes, they are fortunate because Krishna is in their life. And we are also fortunate, we have Krishna in our life. If somebody is living Krishna consciousness, Prabhupada says he is the most unfortunate person. Most unfortunate person. And we should not be shocked. Prabhupada says, Don't be shocked when somebody leaves the movement. Be shocked when he stays in the movement. When he stays, be shocked in that. It's Kali Yuga. Sometimes devotees forget that this is Kali Yuga. Kali Yuga means the irreligion will be dominant. We are protected. Why? Because we have taken shelter of Krishna, we have taken shelter of the association of devotees, we have taken shelter of this temple, this center, and that's why we are protected. You go out and then you realize how much trouble and how much karma is waiting for you. Once one devotee who was serving in Mayapur, and he was serving Radha Madhava, and once he visited to Kolkata, and he was purchasing something, and he saw a board, astrologer. So he said, let me check what's going to happen in my future. He went there, the astrologer saw his chart, and he said, oh, this is not nice. What's the problem? I'm married, I have children. Is there any problem? Oh, there is a big problem. Within two months, you will dump your wife and children and you will marry again. You will marry again. Joking. Why I will do like this? I love my wife. I love my children. I won't do like this. Oh, but this is the chart which is showing. This is prarabdha. It might happen. Okay, let's see. He went back to Mayapur, continued his service, and 3 months passed by. Nothing happened. Nothing happened. Then again visited after a few months Kolkata, and he thought, let me have a visit to this astrologer who said, I'm going to marry again. And he challenged, oh, freely, unnecessarily took my money, give back my money. Wrong prediction. No, the chart cannot say wrong. And he saw it again. And he asked him, what do you do in Mayapur? I say, I serve Radha Madhava. So this deity is protecting you. This deity is protecting you from doing this nonsense. This service that you are doing to this deity is protecting you. That's why you were saved from your prarabdha. You are saved from your prarabdha. And this is what he understood. But he went back, and after a few months he left the service. And he shifted to Kolkata. Because the remuneration was not good enough or something. Some complaint might be always there. Authority is not understanding, something nonsense, excuses. And he went. And then he dumped his wife, he married. For the second time. For the second time. He married for the second time. So our service is our saving grace. And this is our greatest fortune. If we don't have services, we are in a very, very precarious situation. Very dangerous situation. That's why if you don't have service, ask for service. And there's so many services to do. Okay, if you don't have anything, nobody's giving anything, do book distribution. Nobody wants to do that. Nobody wants to do that. Yeah, everybody wants offices, but nobody wants to do book distribution. Do that then. Go out and preach. Preach to the people. So yes, we are fortunate that we have this movement who gives us the facility to perform pure devotional service, who give us association who are performing pure devotional service. This is the greatest fortune. This is the greatest fortune. And we should not take it lightly. We should understand the importance of this arrangement. Imagine no Radha Shyam Sundar, no Radha Krishna, no Krishna Balaram Darshan. You will get mad. We all realize that when COVID came, only insiders, outsiders, no darshan. They all got mad. All got mad. Yeah. So that's why we should pray that we are always in association of devotees. We should pray that we always have services to be rendered to the Lordship. And this will save us. And this will bring auspiciousness in our life. It's mentioned that in verse number 36 that all the gentlemen, they gathered and they came forward offering auspicious items. But Krishna is Sarva Mangalya. He is Sarva Mangala. He brings auspiciousness. Why you need to offer him auspiciousness? But out of love, because they were free from sin. Yeah? Sometimes like we have a thali and it's filled with dirt. We don't, offering. But offering with love is missing. Offering with love is missing. So that's why if it's not offered with love, when we chant 16 rounds, the greatest ecstasy is after completing 16 rounds. Done. While doing no ecstasy. Once done, greatest ecstasy. But no. Kirtanya Sadahari. Minimum 16 rounds. Right? And Satguru Maharaj, he says that the real chanting starts after your 16 rounds. No obligation. Out of taste you are chanting. And we see devotees here, they're chanting 25, they're chanting 32 rounds, they're reading Bhagavatam, they're reading Bhagavad Gita. Yeah? There are devotees who are doing audio books, hours and hours of audio books, like to read. See the size. Never read in my engineering also. Huh? See the size. Yeah? And now you ask me to read them? 12 cantos? Huh? And then we have Chaitanya Charitamrita, we have Prabhupada Lila Amrit, you have letters, you have conversation. So many things to learn and read. Yeah. But they do that because they have taste. So we have to associate with them, take instructions from them, take corrections from them, and then what is important to them will be important to us. Reading will be important to us, sitting in Bhagavatam class will be important to us, taking humbler position will be important to us. This is how we will be saved. This is how we will be saved. Because it doesn't matter what you achieved in your whole life. In the end, you will be helpless. Your body won't work. Huh? Your absorption in the service, your appreciation of the devotees will be the only saving grace in the end. You cannot perform the big task of construction, this and that. So many things you can say. You will be on your bed, helpless, cannot move your legs, will need support to do the normal, natural thing. You will be helpless. But how you can then stop the agitation of the mind, which will make you go crazy? Only by being absorbed. And this can happen when you are doing right now, not in the end. Ruchi is not like it will happen, out of the blue. While doing services, you need to be developing ruchi. Then in the end, the ruchi will come. Then the mind can be absorbed. So samadhi is not possible now. It will come when we are absorbed in service with proper mood. Service mood, not the enjoying mood. So yes, sometimes we might feel we are very right. We are very right. Facts are saying that few devotees are supporting me, but you can be wrong like anything. Because the mood might be wrong. The facts might be right, but the mood might be wrong. It might not be of a servant, it might be a mood of an achiever. Mood of an achiever, mood of a performer, no. We want the mood of service. So we should have this regulator. I was saying to one devotee yesterday, like, if they say you go on 6th gear, you should go on 6th gear. If they say you, okay, now take back position, you should humbly. If they say you get heavy, then you say, this is my nature to be heavy. Tell me, kisko sabak sikhana hai? Like, whom to teach lesson? Yeah, this is me. But tell it, take humble position. This is not me. But this is your conditioned nature, and you have to regulate that as per the demand. If you don't regulate, Krishna will regulate. Krishna will make the arrangement to regulate it. So it's nice that we voluntarily allow the authorities to change our care. And to give that, you need faith on the authority. And that faith will come by service. Not by talking, by reading, jnani. No. By service, we will develop that. And this is the greatest fortune that we have. And this will bring auspiciousness, and this will bring ecstasy. And then that's it. Life will pass by. It will pass by. Like, already we are about 30 and 40. Like, how much time we have left? So let us focus on this mood of developing the mood of a servant. Because this is the greatest position in the spiritual world. Being master is the greatest position in the material world, but being servant is the greatest position in the spiritual world. Thank you. Hare Krishna. So, any questions, any comments? That will be nice. Comments? Yeah.
We've been conditioned for a very long time, and we all have desires. Dhruva Maharaj engaged in devotional service and meditation with a desire to get a whole kingdom greater than his father's and greater than Brahma's. So it seems that although one may perform devotional service without 100% pure intent and love and surrender, and maybe has some kind of even motivation behind it, there is some reciprocation from Krishna, or he totally rejects that? I mean, there must be some path where we can actually start letting go of our desires and aspirations, but by doing devotional service, there has to be some way of connecting to Krishna. It's not pure, so if Krishna is rejecting it, then how do we move forward?
Yeah, Krishna makes the arrangement. Dhruva Maharaj wanted a kingdom, went into the forest, and he was stopped by Narad Muni. Hey Baba, you're a small pie. Why you take seriously? Small thing? Go back. And Dhruva Maharaj said, I'm a Kshatriya. Your words are good for Brahmanas. It doesn't touch my heart. If you have anything helpful, say it. That will help me to achieve this goal. Otherwise, make way for me. I have to go to the forest. Oh, no problem. Okay, you do this. You make vigraha out of mud. You chant this mantra. And Dhruva Maharaj followed that. Even though the mood was to achieve material, he followed the instruction of a pure devotee. And by that he attracted the mercy of the Lord. The Lord arrived there. Not by his austerity, by the prayers of Narad Muni, by the blessings of Narad Muni. Lord arrived there, and when Lord arrived, Dhruva Maharaj was bewildered. What to do now? I don't know what to say. And he touched with his shankha. Okay, here is the blessing. Now you speak. Then he offered prayers. And he said, what was I desiring? This material thing, the kingdom. It's like I was desiring for broken pieces of glasses. Nobody accepts broken pieces of glass. You reject them because you cannot repair them. You totally reject that. This is what I was desiring. But when I'm seeing you, I don't want that. I don't want that. So yes, when we follow the path by the acharyas, even though our motive might be not pure, but by following we attract mercy, and then by that mercy, the impurity will vanish. Slowly, slowly. This is what I understand. Thank you. Anything?
No, I hope it vanishes quickly.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Yes.
So there was so much stress you put on service with devotion. So my question is, so let's take about offering. So when we offer the food stuff to the Lord, and it's a bhoga and then it becomes prasad. Now I might just do it just because it's a ritual. Because my guru said you have to offer and then you have to eat. But there is no love, there is no devotion. It's more like, okay, kisi ne to bola hai, I want to just do it. So I want to know, so that bhoga, when it becomes prasad, is it we are assuming that it's a prasad because I may be externally, I may act that I'm very pure, but internally I may say, Yaar Bhagwan tu fatavat kha le because I also want to eat it. Okay, so
Shri Vishnu, Shri Vishnu,
yeah,
Shri Vishnu.
so what is your comment on this?
Yeah. So when we say offering, prasadam starts from the point when we start purchasing vegetables. We cut the vegetables, we cook the vegetables, the way we offer it, and the way we consume it also. It will be Mahaprasadam, but you have rasmalai, bangan, right? Devotees were served Mahaprasadam in presence of Śrīla Prabhupāda, and they were saying, give me that piece, give me that piece. And Prabhupada said, hey, mix it, everything, and give them. It's all Mahaprasadam. So everything from the start till the end should be Krishna conscious. And that process is given by the Acharya. So yes, we might be feeling hungry because this is our conditioned situation, but you are following the Acharya. Nama Om Vishnu Padaya, you're chanting the mantra. Sometimes people say, only one time is good enough. The process is still 3 times too. You must chant 3 times. But the whole essence is to be conscious that this is from Krishna, and it's a mercy of Krishna. That's why we chant the prayer also while eating. Mahaprasade Govinde. Yeah, but we are waiting for the prayer to end. Let me start. Why Mahaprasada? No. The prayer is to make you remember again and again. This is not for your tongue. This is for your body, which can then render service. This will help you to control your tongue. So that whole mood is very much important. Then, Śrīla Bhaktivedanta Thakur says that you must not accept prasadam even though offered to Vishnu by Mayavatis. They might offer, but their whole mood is to become God. They are one with God. So you should not accept prasadam from that. Because the mood is wrong. So yes, the mood should be proper, Krishna conscious, and the process is given by Acharya. That is we are following, that will make us, what we say, progress in our attitude. And Śrīla Prabhupada says, the advancement of a devotee depends on the attitude of the follower. And the whole arrangement is to make your attitude favorable. By conditioning, our attitude is not servant. Our attitude is to be mastered. This whole process coming inside, Dandavat. Prabhupada, Dandavat. Big Vaishnava, Dandavat. When you are in Kartik, in Vrindavan, my God, your back starts paining. So many senior devotees. Dandavat, Dandavat, Dandavat. Why? Because this is the austerity of the body and it will purify the body. Austerity of the tongue, only take prasadam by the whole mood. And this will help us to progress. In the back. In the back. इसने पहले ही उठाया आपके पीछे वाले ने. That bad behind one, he raised his hand.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Prabhuji, you emphasized so much on devotional service, serving Krishna, seva. So actually I am unable to understand this word seva, because can we really come out of ourselves and do anything whatsoever for anyone else? Because we are not complete. The scriptures are very clear. Tulsidas is so clear. Sur nar muni sabki yah riti. Even he said muni sabki yah riti. Swarath lagi karahi sab priti. So Śrīla Prabhupāda also, while translating bhakti, translated it as devotional service, while other acharyas, they translated it as love. So can there be any seva before being complete? Because we are incomplete.
Yeah. So there are two things.
Yeah.
You said love. Yeah. The wife is complaining to the husband, don't smoke. Don't smoke. And the husband, I love you, baby. Yeah, I love you. But this is love? You are doing for your own gratification. This is not love. What I think this is nice. What I think this is dharma. Huh? So that's nonsense. That is not acceptable. And then we have His Holiness Sridhar Swami Maharaj, and there is a memorial in Juhu where there is a cap. On the cap it's mentioned Prabhupada's dog. Śrīla Prabhupada's dog. That's the mood of a servant. Master says bark, I will bark. Master says keep quiet, shh, I'll keep quiet. That is possible. If you read Bhagavatam, if you read Śrīla Prabhupada Lilamrit, you will see how they have dedicated their life. So by that you will understand it's possible. Not by speculating, by really reading and seeing them, meeting them. So we have very less time for meeting them because many are very eager to go back to Godhead. And so that's why we should take the best time and associate with them and inquire from them. And then our limitation will cross our limitation. They will give us mercy. So it's possible to become servant and to do seva, which is service in devotion. So it's possible. Okay? Yes, bro. Thank you. Oh, behind. Yeah.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji for the wonderful class.
Yes, bro.
You clearly have revealed the readings of the so-called devotees. I mean to say I am also one of them. I must acknowledge and confess this. And the remedy to get rid of the hypocrisy that we have in our mind, though we try to pretend that we are devotees. Thank you for that. But you have got me into some trouble even. How to follow your advice?
Yeah, associate with those who are genuine. Yeah, just like Kanishta is advised to associate with Madhyama, not Kanishtas. Yeah, that's why. It's important to associate with those who are advanced than us. And how can you see the symptom? Swarupa Lakshana. How much service they are doing. How much tolerant they are. How much merciful they are. By this you can see. It's not within the mind. It's not by the position. It's by the Swarupa Lakshana. It's visible. So it's easy to judge. But better to always appreciate everyone. Just like one devotee, he was complaining. This guy in Brahmachari ashram, he is not doing anything. Only dressing, wearing tilak and taking prasadam, that's it. And the senior devotee said, if he wears tilak and he goes outside, that is also preaching. How many people are doing that? He has accepted Krishna, he is supreme. So that is also preaching and that is also service. So we have to appreciate whatever minimum things everyone is doing, and we have to attract their blessings by appreciating them. So don't never find faults and just keep on doing. And when you say hypocrisy, you are on the number one. Sorry, we are on the number one. Everybody else is a pure devotee. So that attitude will always make you eligible to take instructions, instructions and corrections. It will help you. Otherwise, if someone says you, hey, what are you doing? You are telling me? You're telling me? No. So that's a very nice position, to be always ready to take corrections. And this is how you can last in association of devotees. Otherwise, you will be knocked out. You will be knocked out. So thank you. So,
Thank you, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna. Grantraj Srimad Bhagavatam ki. Śrīla Prabhupāda ki. Samasta Bhakta Vrinda ki. Nitai Gaur Premanande.